Jai Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Veda placed our country on the top of the world. It was so profound with such rich content. The thoughts were so noble. Whoever understood the meanings of the different panasas, they call sections. Anantavai Veda. Later they were made into 4 sections. Rukya, Josam, Adharvana. But there is a Shanti Veda. All Vedas concluded with Shanti part. They wanted only peace to be in this world. That was not properly pursued. In later times, and it resulted in war, Bharata war particularly. With all the scholarship and learning, they killed each other. And all the acharyas, how many? Bhishma, Drona, Ashwatthama, all the acharyas were killed. Who remained? The destitutes, the widows. So, Veda was totally not only relegated, discarded, not followed. Now in India we have nearly 50 crores, 50% or 50 crores people homeless, jobless, in penury, suffering. Why? Veda says, Loka samasta shukno bhavantu. Sarve santu niramayaha. See the glorious egalitarian concept of happiness of all mankind. What has happened to that? When I learnt Veda in the traditional way, because in those days writing was not there, by word of mouth we learnt. Then the 3 krama, the final thing is ghana, that is repeating the things so that the chain, like a chain, the words are not lost. So that was a technique evolved to preserve the wording. But now there is no need. The content is the thing, the spirit. Letter and spirit. Spirit is important. Veda also wanted us to learn and implement the spirit. What is the spirit of Veda? Knowledge. What is knowledge? If knowledge is used to kill, as it happened in Gita, or in the Second and other World War after atomic, it is no knowledge. Knowledge should give peace, happiness, prosperity. That is knowledge. That is the day. Education developed from within. Veda wanted it. Atmodharanaya Jagadhitaya. They are the 2 Veda. The other 2 things in Veda are Shariram, the body is Devalaya. Deho Devalaya Prokto. Jivo Deva Sanatana. See, these, if you understand them and follow them, all the paraphernalia, all the rituals, all these homas, yajnas, yagas, burning smoke and driving away the gods from the earth need not be followed. Now, honestly, I passed through the rigmarole. So this the other two, and the real content was para. You must utilize your energies, your wealth, your faculties for the good of the world. Body also, paropakarardhamidam shariram. The other one is paropakaraya satam vibhutaya. How beautifully, simply, straight. Utilize your body and faculties for the good of the world. And your endowments, wealth, riches, for the good of the people. Eradicate poverty, we as a slogan. But where is the poor are killed, poor are removed, as they used to say in those days. Remove poverty means remove the poor people. Let them die. Poverty ends with the death of the poor. That is, Veda said. See, let all people be happy without penury. It can be done. You have so much land, lakhs of acres, and the rich perennial rivers. The water is there. The rivers are there. India can supply food to the entire world if we can harness. Now the new technology has come. Why we are like this? Because we have given up, we have not followed the spirit of Veda. Even to this day, there are institutes, and young children are made to have that entire particular thing, and then for years they keep on repeating the Vedic chantings. With what? Many, 99% of them do not know the meaning. If they know the meaning, they don't have to go through this rigmarole. I have passed through that. Now I know the meaning. That is why I say all this is superfluous, unnecessary. Wasting of time, energy, materials. India has become poor because of their becoming fanatical about these procedures, rituals, homams, yajnams, yagams, making the environment poor, people poor, intelligence everywhere. Everything is wasted and burnt up. No concern for the poor. That's what you find in the other scriptures also. Veda wanted that there should not be any person with diseases, poverty, sufferings. All people should be happy. All families, particularly the villages, families in the villages, and prosperous villages in the state. Nagarani cha rashtrani dhanadhanya yutani cha, Ramayana describes. Ramarajyam is beautifully described. And what happened to that? Because they followed the Vedic principles, they flourished. Now we are fanatics, Vedic fanatics, language fanatics. It has become, what is the use of all this knowledge? If there is fear all the time, we live in fear. The modern situation is so degenerate. Like in Bharata war, all perished. We should be ashamed to preach those things again. And people are spending hours on the TV channels explaining, discoursing Bharata. See their births. They had no proper education. They lived such wretched lives, serving their slaves in Virata kingdom, in the court of Virata. See the characters. Why explain such things? And Sudama fathered 27 children who lived in such dire poverty. And he goes to his childhood friend and offers the fried rice, 2 fistfuls, and gets riches. What of that? Is that the way a friend should be treated? Way of friendship, way of love. Veda explains. Every family should be a strong unit in the society. See the condition of families in Bharata. Krishna promoted cows. Every Krishna Bhakta, if they adopt a cow or support a farmer with a cow, a farmer can maintain his family with a cow and a bull. The cow can yield so much to maintain a small family. And the cows were there. The cattle wealth, the land wealth, the rivers, the water. So they could cultivate and produce enough for all the people. Now also, the lands are not fully utilized to the optimum. I have traveled the entire length and breadth of India and find millions of acres still fallow, not cultivated, underutilized. And populations flocking to the cities, pollution increasing. Make villages modern, smart. You don't have to flock to the cities at all. The world is in your palm. This smart phone brings everything to you. So villages are the real wealth of the nation, which have been neglected. A little rain cuts off villages. How many lakhs of villages are without roads? Communication is not there. Concentrate on that. Instead of building huge towers and trying to land on the Mars. Technology is to be applied, Veda to be applied. Pure science is there, pure knowledge. Now they are still lecturing on Atma, Paramatma. What of that? Sariramadhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. The Vedic principles I have expounded. They are about 10 maximum. I have given Taraka Gita, the essence of all Gitas. Dharman palaya, chittasuddhim dharaya, sahrudetvam pradasya, sravaya, samtruptim praktaya, saumyam jivaya, arogyam rakshaya, vispashtam bhashaya, ram ram japaya. These 9 principles contain all the essence from Veda to the latest. Mountainous scriptures, writings have been. Because in those days, they could afford to waste all their money, time, materials. Now, every moment is precious. That is why they say in Adharvana, time is gold. Time is our wealth. How are you utilizing your time? How much time is wasted? You see the channels? What education are you imparting to the villages? The poverty in mind. See the villages? How many people? Dropouts, they say. Because to maintain the family, children are child labor, they say. It's going on. Children are increasing, child labor is increasing. And time is wasted with all this type of stories. And Sudama will not get help from the Lord till he fathers 27 children. Is that the way we should develop our society? Every child should get the health, the education, the future. Veda programmed it that way if we follow the Vedic principles. 99% of the Vedic scholars do not know the meanings. It took me 10 years to understand. So, real Veda is so simple. Truth is so simple. We have complicated it in such a way that they are still continuing in such a fanatical way. There is no need to lecture like this day in and day out about Atma, Paramatma and all these sort of clouds of smoke without a drop of substance. We have given the substance. Shanti Yoga, peace. Peace alone can save us. Veda ended in peace, whereas Gita ended in war. Cow is the symbol of peace for India. Make it the national animal. Why a tiger which kills? We don't understand why these people, the poverty of the mind is the cause for all the misery of India. Veda wanted richness in mind, service to the world, to your own self. That is not taught. Everyone is having his own ashram, built their own forts. How many? And they fought wars. All the big buildings, fortresses, if they are converted into social institutions, homelessness will not be there. Oh, everyone should have a home, every family. They could have provided, instead of constructing huge memorials. Even now, they allot hundreds, tens, acres of land for the memorials. Why? What is the body? Dead bodies need not be given so much importance, because Gita says body has no value. The carcass should be burnt up into ashes, dissolve it in the sea. Why allot the acres of land and build monuments? The entire world will become samadhis, tombs. Earth can be converted into tombstones. Earth is heaven. We can make it. Not a cemetery or a tomb by this philosophy. What happened to all the intelligence we have accumulated over the years? Apply your mind. Think. Veda Mula Sutra is tapa. Tapa means alochane. Not turning the beads, doing all. Tapa means alochane. Think. Why are we here? What are we going to do? How to find peace? Make every human being live peacefully, happily, with children, grandchildren. This is we have given. This particular book has given the essence of it. The latest book I have brought out with this. I will give about concepts of Hinduism. The highlights of Hinduism gives the essence of all. Path for peace, progress and prosperity. This contains the essence of all the Vedanta from Veda to date. And Gandhian philosophy is given a special chapter. This was published by Serials International. they have. Anyway, God has been kind, and God help India. Jai Sri Ram.